Hello everyone, how are you all today? So today we'll be starting with banking and financial institution, and we have done few topics so far. Let me just give you a recap. We started with what do we understand by banks, or what is the basic meaning of bank. After understanding that, we also have gone through the history of the bank, where we understood when the first bank of the world was started, when the first bank of India was started, when the first modern bank of India, that was Bank of Calcutta, started, and how the Imperial Bank of India came into existence. We have also talked about various characteristics, like different characteristics of banks. So we have done the meaning of banks and even the characteristics as well. So today the next topic would be various functions of bank, okay, or you can say uh, functions could be divided into primary functions and secondary functions. So let us start that in a detailed manner. If you are unaware about the previous topic which we have done so far, you can just go to the I section here. At the top right corner, you can see I made a I section in the red color pen. So what you have to do is you just have to go to the I section. You'll get the entire playlist, and you can watch the previous 3 videos and then jump onto this 4th video for better understanding. Now let's start with the primary functions of bank. Primary functions are also known as the basic functions, means these functions are to be carried out by every type of banks. Any kind of bank should have these kind of functions. So first is accepting deposits, and in the past I have explained to you that banks are the linking pins between those people who need money and those people who have access money. So if I have access money, more than what I require, so what will I do? I'll keep it in the bank so that it is safe, it is secure, and whenever I need it, I can just take it out from the bank through the ATM card, through my debit card, or through the check, etc. Now deposits could be of various types. We have fixed or time deposit. Usually we use fixed deposits for 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and so on, and we are going to get a fixed interest rate every year for the FD. Current account or demand deposit is just like savings account, I could say, where whatever you put your amount, you can immediately take it out. If I'm putting 1 lakh right now in my current account, I can take it out the next day. Nobody is going to ask me, because that is my current account. So current account and savings account both are almost the same, but current account is usually used for business purposes, whereas saving deposit is used for personal purposes. The next is home safe saving account. This is specifically targeted for those people who want to save money to buy a home in near future. And the last is recurring deposit, also known as RD, specifically in Indian households. So RD account or recurring deposit account is a monthly deposit scheme. What happens here is you deposit amount every month, like Jan, Feb, March, April, May, and so on. So every month when you deposit the amount, you get the interest of all the months. Like for Jan, suppose in December you're going to remove the amount, okay? So what happens is, if you have deposited 2000 amount in Jan, and 2000 amount in Feb, 2000 amount in March, and 2000 amount in April, and so on, then for Jan you're going to get interest on the entire 2000 for 12 months, whereas for Feb, the 2000 amount which you have put aside, which you have deposited, you're going to get the interest for the next 2000 for 11 months, and then for 10 months, and so on. This helps you to save little by little and earn a bit extra interest rather than your regular FD account. So in FD account you get a fixed interest on a particular amount, but here what happens is on Jan 2000 you're going to get 12 months interest, whereas in the Feb 2000 you're going to get 11 months interest. So you're going to get interest for the months you have actually deposited the amount. This is a very good way of saving a lot amount of money. So these are the primary functions. The primary functions include the first thing, that is acceptance of deposits, and these are the various kinds of deposits. Moving forward, we have loans. As I have said earlier in this lecture also and in the previous lecture also, banks act as a linking pin between the people who have access money and who need money. So suppose I need money, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take loans. I can take cash credit, bank OD account, overdraft account is usually given to the current account holders, specifically for business peoples. Then loans and advances. Loans and advances is given for various reasons. It could be a house loan, a car loan, personal loan, gold loan, etc. So loans can be taken for different purposes at different point of time, and because of such purposes they have different interest rate. So usually the interest on housing loan is really less as compared to interest on business, or interest on loan on business, or personal loan account. So these are the types of loans which a bank issues. The next is discounting of bill of exchange. Yes, in 11th and 12th standard you might have understood what is bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is basically a promise, or you can say a commitment, where you have accepted, where the person has drawn a bill and you have accepted that yes, I'm going to pay this particular amount to this particular person in near future. So when parties require cash immediately, what do? They discount those bills to bank, and the party who needs to pay will pay directly to the bank. So if I take an example for you here, suppose I am the seller. Okay, I sell stuff and this is a buyer. Okay, he's going to buy. Now I sold certain goods, whereas he needs to give me money. Now he does not have money. What he does is he makes a bill of exchange and promises me that he is going to pay me a certain amount at this particular point of time. Suppose he promises that after 30 days he is going to pay me 1 lakh rupees. So this is the deal we have. But on 25th day, I require this 1 lakh immediately, almost urgently. And I have this bill of exchange and I know the buyer will not pay before 30 days. So what to do now? I can take this bill of exchange and go to a bank. Now what bank will do is, bank will give me the amount but not exactly 1 lakh. It will give me less than that, because now bank will collect the amount from the buyer. So because I need the cash really urgently, bank understands and I can discount it. So I'm not going to get my actual face value, I'm going to get something less than that. For example, 99,500. So I lost 500, but it doesn't make any much of difference to me because I need the cash immediately. So what did I get? I got the cash. And what did the bank get? The bank got 500 rupees in this single transaction, whereas discounting of bills takes place every day at very large transactions or large number of transactions. So this is how banks earn a lot of amount also through discounting of bills. So this is another function of banks, that is discounting of bill of exchange, apart from advancing of loans and deposits. The next one is investment in government securities. Yes, there are various government securities issued from time to time, and bank are one of the leading investors in government securities. It helps the government to raise funds for various projects. It helps the business people as well as the bank to get more interest or better investment opportunities. As it is a government securities, these are more secured in nature. So what happens here is, bank gives a large sum of amount in these government securities, helping the government as well as the bank. Credit creation, yes, the entire credit system of the economy is based on the banking sector. So if you want to create more loans, if you want to create more credit into the system, you need to have proper banking functions. If bank functions smoothly in the economy, you can create credit, you can increase the flow of the money in the market. So this is also done by banks. The next one is the secondary functions, means primary functions should be done by all, each and every type of bank, but secondary function could be related to a specific type of bank, or these are not as much important as primary functions. So it includes the agency function. If you remember the characteristics, in the characteristics I told you very, you can say clearly, that sometimes banks act as our agent. So suppose if I've drawn a check, okay, and I've given to someone else, so rather than me paying, what happens is my bank pays in behalf of me. So bank is acting as my agent. Bank helps in various activities. So it could be either collection of payment or making various payments. We can purchase various securities, like if we open a demat account in our banks, then we'll be able to sell and purchase various kinds of securities, digital securities, that could be equity shares or debentures or any other kind of listed securities very easily if we have demat account. And who helps us with this demat account? Bank helps. So bank indirectly helps me to purchase and sell various securities in the market. Remittance of foreign currency, yes, if I have foreign currency and I want to exchange it for my Indian currency, I could go with the bank. Purchase and sale of foreign currency, yes, if I want to travel outside India and if I want their cash, a bit of cash, what I can do is I can go to a bank and I can get the exchange amount very easily. Letters of references, yes. Suppose if I'm targeting very big companies in my business, okay, so very big companies usually do not trust smaller companies. So at that time, banks act as a person who can guarantee our performance. So if I have very good relations with the banks and I am the customer of the bank for last 20 years or so, or my company is the customer of the bank for last 20 years or so, they even provide letter of references so that it could be used to pitch out new clients and to pitch out to the bigger clients. Okay, so these are the secondary functions, but these are just the agency functions. We also have general and utility services. So here in this points, bank is acting as my agent. And bank is trying to help me with you can say getting things done by acting as my agent. Whereas if I talk about this particular point, that is general utility services, here bank provides something different from the usual banking activities. So it could be collection payment of various items. Okay, I need to change the points. These are the exact points related to agency. Okay, so these are not general utility services. I could give you one example. For example, if you need to pay bills, okay, it could be your electricity bill, it could be your gas bill or any other bill. Right now banks give you the opportunity to pay directly from bank. Then we have mobile banking, we have internet banking, we also have various mobile calling ways where you can sit at home and find out what is the current balance of your account just by giving a missed call. You can even ask for a mini statement in your SMS easily. So these are the extra utility services that the bank is providing to its customer. So it could be paying bills online, you can say paying various parties online, or purchasing something online and paying it right now. That is one of the things. Then it could be other utility services which are provided by bank, like finding out your current balance of your account and the last 5 transactions of your account and so on. So today we were able to complete the various utility services or the functions of bank, which includes primary functions and secondary functions. Primary functions includes like accepting deposits, advancing of loans and other. Then we have secondary functions, which includes agency functions and utility functions. So I hope this is very clear to you. I think that there are no doubts, but still, if you feel that you have any doubts, please do mention in the comment section so that we could go on the doubts or we could solve your doubts. So take good care of yourselves, study hard. Bye everyone.